Unlock the door, bitch. I'm on my way, and I got chicken strips.
I don't know why they call them chasers. It's not like Chubs can run real fast.
Double vodka with hot brownie chasers.
She just wanted to watch me eat it. Naked.
I can't say that. That's dirty.
Chasers will do anything to get into your pants. I love them.
Stop it! Stop!
Oh,
God! Chubs Gone Wild.
I'm all done.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Chubs Gone Wild, episode 513, recorded on October 30th, 2023, which Tom keeps telling me is a special day.
No, I didn't say it was a what? You're
Well,
making things up.
Said today was a special day because it was the day that I was born.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I already told you. I said it once today. I'm done.
Okay. Well, yes, it is my birthday. It was my 53rd birthday. And you know, the thing is that everybody's like, oh, you're going to start your 53rd year. But in actuality, you have to remember that it means that you've completed your 53rd year. So now we're into number 54. Woohoo! Which I better make good because, well, we'll talk about that a little bit later.
What?
54 is how old Matthew Perry was. I know.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway, let's
you two have nothing in common, okay? Except you were both 54.
very talented and close to the same age and named Matthew and pretty. We're very pretty. Both of us were very pretty. Not necessarily now, but anyway, moving on. It is currently 71 degrees and sunny outside the Chubs Gone Wild remote studios, where it is getting down into the 40s at night, which is lovely, absolutely lovely.
And I just want to say, I know that elsewhere it's much cooler,
Yeah.
but you must understand that it's all subjective.
Yes.
If it were, like 30 degrees in, Palm Springs, people would be like, like running for the hills, except that it's colder. But because they think that it's cold when it's 60 degrees. So,
Yes.
It's subjective.
Absolutely.
And I'm freezing.
It is one day till Halloween. One day till we shut off our lights and hide in our bedrooms. It's also 24 days till Thanksgiving, 38 till Hanukkah, 52 until winter solstice in the Northern Hemisphere. It's also 56 days till Christmas, 57 till Kwanzaa, and 63 until the New Year. Yeah. Also, a reminder that November 30th is the deadline to get your entries in for the year-end contest. And really all you have to do is just interact with us somehow, some way. Bacon. I've heard nothing from Miss Bacon.
Well, not yet, but we did for the last contest.
Yes. Well, we need to hear something because
we cannot depend on the talented and lovely Miss Kathy Bacon. We need all of the people.
Oh yes, we do need all the people for the contest, but it's so weird that she hasn't even she moved to that new place and she got her shoulder worked on and everything, and then she just like, where is she? What's going on? I don't understand.
That was last month.
Oh.
The shoulder thing was last month.
Yeah, but I haven't heard anything from her for like 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
Anyway, all right. Patreon offers folks a way to support creators and receive rewards not open to the general public, like special podcasts, videos, books, and more. And we want to thank our current patrons: Clinton, Nick DJ, Sausage from the Universe, Eric, Sean, Kingsley, Brothers Natus, Phoenix Dave, and Moose P. Please visit patreon.com/Matt Burlingame to find out how you can become a patron of the show for as little as $1. a month. And today's amazing affirmation: I process all new experiences easily and incorporate them into my life with joy. I love that. I absolutely love that. And
Well,
it's
maybe
true. I process them with a little bit of fiber, and they just easily incorporate into my life. All right. Well, today in history, October 30th was a big day, especially in 1811 when Jane Austen's Sense and Sensibility is published anonymously. A small circle of people, including a prince regent, learned Austen's identity, but most of the British public knew only that the popular book had been written by a lady. The War of the Worlds, Orson Welles' realistic radio dramatization of the Martian invasion of Earth, is broadcast on the radio on October 30th, 1938, setting anybody with the radio ablaze because they thought it was real. So there you go. Which ended up making all the networks and TV people say, oh, we need some guidelines. Anyway. Let's see if we celebrate any holidays today other than my birthday. Today is Buy a Donut Day. Nope.
Hey,
I like that.
I sniffed that box of donuts last night. Did you smell it?
No, no. I looked at it and saw the crumbling ones and went, no. Yeah.
It smelled good.
Oh, but no.
Yeah, Sean and I sniffed it.
These sniffers.
Yeah, we sniffed it so we didn't have to eat it. It was like, going, it smells really good, but then that after you can smell the grease after.
Yes,
And it's
yes.
like, and he's like, yeah. And we both agreed that we were satisfied. And then we came home and had coconut cake.
Oh, coconut cake was so good.
Because I had a little bit left over and no more cups for
Yeah.
cupcakes. So I had this pan that was about this big.
Oh.
And I made a little tiny cake and put the leftover frosting on it, and then we ate it.
Yeah, those are. What kind of frosting did you make?
It was just a vanilla cream cheese. I mean, vanilla buttercream.
Okay, that's what I thought. But when you put the coconut on top of it, I love that. I love it like that. So it was really good.
It's fun to roll it in the coconut.
When you roll it in the coconut, just make sure you roll it slow. Okay, it's also checklist day. Have you made any checklists today?
Wasn't that just Baby Shark?
No, it's actually although it probably sounded like it when I was singing it, but it's actually from Perfect Strangers when he was making the Bippy vodkas. And you have to roll the dough slow.
Okay.
So no checklists.
No.
Okay. Yeah, me neither. Not yet.
I'll do my checklist on Wednesday.
Oh. Also, it's Create a Great Funeral Day. No, thank you. Haunted Refrigerator Night. Well, I'm haunted when I get into my refrigerator at night. Mischief Night. Nope. Okay. National Candy Corn Day. Didn't we just have that? And why isn't it on Halloween?
Well, because they know better than to give it to kids on Halloween because they'll have their house egged.
Oh, well, it's. Oh, never mind. That's a whole different thing. All right. National Publicist Day. Today. Speak Up for Service. I don't know what that means. National Text Your Ex Day. Yeah, that's not happening. How about you?
What? X-ray?
Text your ex.
No.
Pumpkin Bread Day. Oh my gosh, I would love some pumpkin bread, but no. Sugar Addiction Awareness Day. Fuck off. That's like every day I celebrate that one. Yeah, Tom? No.
No, I don't.
I guess you don't really have that anymore, do you?
Well, I don't use sugar. I mean,
Right.
I use sugar for the frosting.
Mhm.
Otherwise, I don't I don't eat sweets. It's weird.
Hmm.
Although we were thinking about going out and looking for Halloween candy, the little Hershey's miniatures. Remember the bags with it had Hershey's and then dark, and then it had a Mr. Good bar and
Crackle.
a crackle. Yeah.
Yes, I
And
love those.
they don't have those packs anymore.
They do, but well, they look different. I mean, they changed it. It doesn't have little foil things where you slide the. It was so cool. But no, why the fuck do they put those specials in there? Like, hey, let's create something disgusting that nobody wants to eat, and we'll put it in these bags with all these other good, yummy candies.
Well, my mom always liked the dark chocolate, so it always
My
worked.
father liked them, but they're not dark chocolate. They're just disgusting
Okay.
leftover bad Hershey's.
Anyway, so we couldn't find the mixed bag because we thought the mixed bag would be good because you can get like you can have 3 bars for like is one serving and it's like 150 calories. And that
Yeah.
would be 1 bar would be perfectly satisfying to me.
Hmm.
So we thought, oh, that'd be great. But all we found were just multiple bags of Hershey's, just the Hershey bar.
Huh.
And no crackle, no Mr. Good bar. And if we found it the Hershey's in a different bag, it was mixed in with, I think it was Reese's, Kit Kats,
Hmm. Hmm.
whatever their parent company was. It was mixed with all those instead of its old classic. But then, you know, who's heard of crackle?
Well, yeah, but if you go to the candy aisle instead of the
Oh
Halloween
yeah, sure. I
aisle,
know you
you'll
can get
find
them
it
there.
there.
Yeah,
But yeah,
you
yeah.
get it on Amazon too. Amazon has it.
Oh, well, yeah, but Amazon always jacks up the price on
Oh
candy.
yeah, it's terrible. You should see the prices on food. Their food prices are terrible.
And it used to be actually cheaper than the regular stores, but then they bought what is it? Foods? The Whole Foods. They brought Tom is for anyone that doesn't have the isn't looking at the video. Tom has a whole stack of Diet Cokes and what was that on top?
Oh, that's Sean's.
White Claw.
No, I got the White Claw in the fridge. Those are rock stars. And then I have another 4 packs in the laundry room. Well, they
That
were on
sounds
sale.
lovely.
They were on sale at Save Mart, $4 a piece. Buy 2, get 3 free.
I love that deal, but the last few times that I bought the cans,
Oh
they
no,
were
I agree.
flat.
Like they're not as carbonated as the big 1 and 2 liter bottles.
Well, see, this is what I buy now. They come in 6 packs. They're like three something, and I was against bottles for a long time, but I'm telling you that these are like it's so crisp and fresh almost all the time. It's lovely, just lovely. Anyway, oh, by the way, a couple things in October that are just monthly events. ADHD awareness. I am now aware that I do have ADHD. I never realized it. And then also it's AIDS Awareness Month, Adopt a Dog Month, and Anti-Depression Death Awareness Month. So that's a real one there. Oh, it's also National Dessert Month. I'll take that one for 100, Alex.
Wait, is that November or?
No, that is October. It's also
Oh,
Breast Cancer Aware Month, Caffeine Addiction Month. Totally there for that one. And there's a lot of others, but we won't do. Oh my gosh,
so you tell us
jeez,
on
it just keeps
30th
going.
of the month, it's dessert month.
Well, they just added this section, so I haven't. Yeah, but dessert comes first in my book.
Oh, okay. Keep talking. I've got to open the back door.
Okay, so we also have some birthdays this month, like mine today. But also today we celebrate Vrat's birthday. Happy birthday, Virat. He is 29 years old and he is a beautiful young man. Also, recent birthdays, that Chad the bodybuilder, the hottie. Oh, so cute. He had a birthday. And then Michael Kennedy and Misha Rockefeller, who are the same person. Also, upcoming birthdays. KP, Jack, Jeff, Jean. Such a cool name. John. It's also, we have Anthony and Dave Stewart from we acted with him at the theater. Also that Whitman Tinka. I'm channeling Big Fatty today, but that's how he says it. You just got to say it that way. Also, we have happy birthday to Safar and David. Oh, Scott. That's Scott MC. He sends us love all the time, and we send him love right back. Also, we have Jackie and Tyro.
I'm
And
tired of the Manchurian, not Manchurian, the Mandalorian mask.
oh,
I'm done with it.
well, where are you seeing that?
Scott.
Oh no. This is our Scott. This is our Scott MC, not our Satyr.
Oh,
Yeah, Satyr's got a birthday in a whole different well, not time zone, zodiac sign. Also, John, Pauline, Daniel. There's a lot of them coming up here. Stephanie. Oh, that J Hunt Cub. Oh, and Mr. Ramble Redhead. We cannot forget him, who's raising money for the Trevor Project this year. Also, Mimo J. And yeah, Jay. We'll just go with that. And then Mark. Happy birthday, everybody. We are happy that you were born. Yes, we were. All right. Moving on from there, we have a feedback. And Sean wrote in and said, astrology is interesting, but I wouldn't live my whole life based on it. Exactly. Just because my thing with astrology, which I do follow astrology and I do believe that some of it is pretty on the spot, but what I said geology again. Oh well. I'm sure I'll get an email from Nephi. Astrology is, to me, things that are like suggested, like this is what could be, and then the rest is like what you make of it. So, I don't do the day by day astrology stuff. Do you?
no.
Yeah, okay. Well, see, I was trying to include you. And
Okay, thanks.
okay. Anyway, but I totally agree with that, and thanks for writing in, Sean. I apologize for those who do follow the videos.
Well, thank you, Sean, for sending in something, and you're entered in the contest. Go ahead.
That's true. That's very, very true. I was just apologizing for the videos because the videos have had a little bit of trouble getting up there. But
Because your shit
all
sucks.
updated this week.
And every time you send me something, it does nothing. I just go to Facebook.
What? Oh no, not those videos. Like our Chubs Gone Wild videos on the YouTube. We've had some processing issues with the site, so we'll get that figured out. All right, Chub hugs. Well, I want to send a huge Chub hug out to Mr. Moose P, just because he deserves it.
Well, especially after that fantastic costume he
Oh my
posted
God, yes.
last night or yesterday. I mean, did you hear what he said afterwards? That he went and showered?
No.
No, he said he went and showered, and he had to shower it all off, and it looked like a scene from Psycho in there.
I bet. Was it? I was wondering if it was just makeup or,
Yeah, I'm sure it was. But it was something. It was very heavy makeup, and he. Of course, it would have been fun to get in there with him and help scrub that off. But that's another story.
That's a thought to get lost in. For those that do not know, Mr. Moose went as Hellman.
Well, Hellboy,
Hellboy,
but he's a man.
Yeah,
and it was fantastic. I mean, it was like you've got a movie makeup artist working with you. That's what it
Yes.
looks like. Fantastic.
Yeah. And also to that Mr. Michael Sage, who sent me just the most amazing little birthday present, and just thank you, Mr. Sage. Also to Phoenix Dave, who sent all of us an amazing card. Thank you so much for that. We really appreciate that, and the little stickers. And everybody who came to my birthday gathering last night, I appreciated it, and it made my birthday very special. Thank you, especially the people that are closest to me, being there, and also all the Facebook wishes and everything that have been going on. I haven't had a chance to get to them all yet, but I will, and thank you so much.
And I apologize now for what I put. So just letting you know.
That's okay. There's certain people that like you when you're snarky or whatever. I'm just like, oh, it's snarky out of love.
Well, I'll just
Then
tell you
later I'll just journal about it and be bitter.
that it's shit that I found months ago
And
that I'm saving. Because after last year's birthday, he disappointed. It was like nobody put any thought of anything they got me, and so and I've been listening and I've been shopping, and so that's why I was ready. All I had to do was order it and get it sent to me.
yes, and you did. So Tom got me a it was kind of, it's the old neon sign style, but it's not neon. It's USB. But it's a big sign that says on air and got headphones and everything on it. It's really neat.
And it's green and red, so it'll look great during the holidays too.
Holiday,
Oh,
yes.
that was the thing. There was like a Halloween one, and there was some Christmas ones, and I thought, but then he can only use it for a very short time.
Mm-hmm. No,
And
this is brilliant. I love that. So, and then our other friend Seaman, he got me the Tom Goss book signed. I was floored because when he was here, I was just like, no, it's okay. I wanted the book, but I didn't want to, say anything.
what did the signing? What did it say inside?
It said, Matt, you are beautiful. It's true. All right. Let's see. So, you got Chub hugs that you want to send out?
Yes. Well, I was going to send out a Chub hug to Moose, but you already did that because I was just so floored. Because I don't like Halloween, mostly because when you're fat, it's really hard to find a costume.
Yes.
And so and now that I'm at a point where I can get into a 2X things, I'll be able to actually go out and buy a costume and wear it and stuff, instead of like, okay, let's see, how big is that sheet, and I'll cut holes in it.
I'll do
I
the
went as a
2X
ghost
thing.
as a kid a lot because there was just it was terrible. My mom finally just saved the sheets. She's going, you're not wrecking my sheets every year. Oh my God, you were without a head there for a minute.
Oh, bet you like that.
Oh, must we?
My Halloween costume on now. It needs to be styled.
Now, after we're done, remind me to tell you about the what I've planned for you in the new project.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
So yeah.
So, oh, I thought, it left me.
Oh no, what?
I was gonna tell you something. Oh, yeah, so like our friend Mr. Ouija, Mr. Clint, he goes out and spends, I don't know, well, for him, he spends like 40 bucks or something like that. He gets this gorgeous fucking cape from Amazon. He already has a werewolf hoodie that's kind of cute. And so, well, did you see the picture on Facebook?
Yeah,
So
he's done
he
this
gets
before.
his little ears through the hood, and he wears this open flannel shirt with no sleeves. He gets the fake tattoos for his arms, which looked really good. And then he wears the shirt open and gets a gem, like a golden, amulet thing to wear around his neck with a red gem in it and stuff. And he goes as the big bad wolf, and he looks fucking gorgeous for like $45. I would end up having to pay, I don't know how fucking much to get a costume that wouldn't look half that good. So yeah, we definitely have to plan way ahead and save up. Anyway, okay, well, let's go ahead and jump into some celebrity news. And of course, we started off in a bad way with the death of Matthew Perry, who was best known for playing Chandler Bing on Friends and was found dead at his Los Angeles apartment on October 28th. He was found in a jacuzzi with no drugs and found on the scene with probably a cardiac arrest and then possibly drowning. Well, I don't think he drowned in the jacuzzi because, yeah. But anyway, point being...
If you heard why he drowned. Because he wasn't a swimmer.
Yeah, I'm not ready for that.
I know. It's way too soon, but they're everywhere. They're everywhere, and some are actually creative. So,
well, I'm just glad that I'm not seeing them yet. I mean,
well, then stay on Facebook.
Maybe a year.
Twitter.
No, see, that's all my friends on Facebook are flooding it with Joey sitting next to the empty chair. That's the one that's all.
Which I thought that was the most touching of them all.
I agree.
Because I mean, the other ones are just, come on, it's tacky. Sure, it's funny, but do you really want to be, I mean, you die and then everyone makes jokes about you.
Oh, it'll happen.
Well, I know, but
yeah.
But if
give it a day or two at least.
If you set the right example, well, it's the 28th. This is 2 days later. We're good.
So he was somebody that I watched Friends because he was in it, because I liked him from other shows that I'd seen him in. So yeah, he's somebody that I followed, and he was also one of the first ones that in that time period that got really famous being named Matthew, because there was a period where I rarely heard of anybody named Matthew that was out there famous until him, and then suddenly everybody was fucking named Matthew at that time period. So anyway, so I was very sad about that one. Oh, and of course the first thing everybody asked because of his past was it drugs? Like, seriously, everybody had told, oh, was it drugs? Yeah, get over it. All right, moving on.
We won't know. That's what you have to say. We don't know.
Right, because you don't until the autopsy.
Right.
Anyway, let's see. And then Richard Roundtree, who starred as Shaft, died on October 28th.
Shut your mouth.
I know. I was like, even though a lot of people didn't know his name, they knew Shaft. They knew those lines. He part of our culture. And then also another one that was a big childhood blow for me was Richard Mall, the towering deep voice actor, best known for playing the bailiff of Bull Shannon in all 9 seasons of the NBC sitcom Night Court. Died October.
That thing ran that long?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I loved that show because of Harry Anderson and everything. Yup. But anyway, that was another one that really rough. And I think that was it this week, which is nice, because usually we're doing like 10 of them.
Oh, I know. But I mean, these are pretty big ones though.
Yeah. Cultural icons, truly. Okay, so in celebrity news, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone were movie rivals, but we took the competitive to the extreme. We each had to have the best body, had to have the highest kill count in our we had to kill more people in our films, And we had to have the biggest gun. Schwarzenegger continued saying it got out of control, and we tried to derail each other. However, he has said that after they bought a restaurant together, and they became really, really super good friends.
Lovers.
Hmm? There was a time I wouldn't have minded seeing that.
Yeah, it's just, then they were fighting over who was going to be on bottom. I mean, top. Top.
Yeah,
Top.
exactly. Yeah.
Top.
Did you ever see the was it Esquire? They had Stallone nudes in it. Oh man, at one point he just his body was incredible.
Hey, I've seen him in a porn, so who cares?
Oh, I saw that porn too, but it was so yeah. Anyway,
But he danced really well around in a circle.
that's true.
Terrible. Is
The
that what
things you
straight
do when
porn
you
is? Is that what straight porn is? They do dancing and shit like that?
Oh, and then they don't actually have sex. They just kind of roll around on each other. Yeah,
Ugh.
it's weird too. The streaming service announced over the weekend on social media that the singer, Taylor Swift, has become the most streamed artist in a single day in Spotify history. And 1989, Taylor's version, became Spotify's most streamed album in a single day this year. And Swift replaced herself as the most streamed artist record holder a year after she captured the title back on October 21st, 2022. She's okay. I don't see the uber obsession, but I do like some of her music, and I think she's kind of neat. But yeah, okay.
Well, no, I mean, but if you think about this, this is going to happen all the time, and it's great, good for her. But 40 years ago it was Michael Jackson. 40 years
Gotcha.
ago.
Sorry. Yeah.
It was Michael Jackson. Yeah, if you weren't drinking and listening.
Oh no, it's just if you weren't slurring.
Oh yeah, slurring, whatever. And then after that, it was somebody else, and then it's Taylor Swift, and then, once all her girls are mothers and they're not listening to Taylor quite as much, it'll be somebody new.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Probably not Madonna.
Madonna's got enough records of her own, so
it's true. Let's see. Adele had a sweet moment when she spotted the doctor who delivered her son over the weekend as she strolled along the crowd.
She had a son over the weekend?
Yes, she did.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought she had it a few years ago.
Adele had a sweet moment when she spotted the doctor who delivered her son over the weekend. As she strolled through the crowd singing, Adele spotted her obstetrician. "This is my doctor that gave birth to my baby." Adele became overcome with emotion and was unable to sing her song. Oh, that's sweet. And now, Tom wants to talk to you about...
Just a minute, I've got to get this. Is it a lump in my throat, or am I just re-swallowing vomit? Okay, that's what it was. It was vomit.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Up a little bit in my mouth. Yeah. Okay, so last week I thought buddy games were over. They're not. We still have another week of buddy games, but Pride Team is still in it, and they still have all their players. So they've been doing really well. The one that made me laugh was each team had to put their head in a box, and then whenever they got a question wrong, they had to pour gross stuff on top of their head in the box. So the gay team is like the person that's in there, and they go, okay, so what is the person with their head in the box, what's their fantasy, their fantasy celebrity crush? And of course, gay guys are always very obvious. They tell everybody who they are hot for, right? So that one, he didn't get anything put on there. What's your favorite thing to drink? It was like just write it out for the gays, and so they win, and which they did. I think he had one thing poured on his head, but all we do is tell everybody everything we like and hate. So it's simple. It was really a funny episode because they were just doing so well, and the other teams were just like dumbfounded. How do you know his birthday? It's like, oh girl, everyone knows his birthday and birth week and birth month. And yeah, it was fun. Anyway, Big Brother this week. So Jag won HOH. He put up American Blue. Blue went home after Jag won the POV and didn't pull either of them off, and then they voted Blue out. Then it was a double elimination. So stupid Bowie Jane, who is just the biggest fucking floater on this show. She goes ahead and puts up America and Felicia, and they sent America home. And now this week, Matt has the HOH, and oh wait, there's no one named Matthew but you and Matthew Perry. Anyway,
maybe in 1990.
Yeah, and so God, I had 3 friends named Matt in the 80s, in the 70s.
I meant like famous people.
Okay, I'll look it up and pull up like 18 famous Matts.
I'm sure you will, and I won't know any of them from that time.
Of course you won't. Anyway, so Matt's the HOH, and he put up Siri and Felicia because there's only 5 people left. So we'll see what happens. On True Blood, we're into season 5 now. They made Tara a vampire, and she's very pissed off about it. Bill and Eric are being held by Christopher Maloney, and not the way we want him to. And then recently converted the Reverend from season 2. He's been turned into a vampire, and now he wants Jason Stackhouse. But then who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
And then although he's the kind of guy you do once and then you're done.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I'm sure it's not as great as he looks.
Well, and he can't maintain something. He's not the brightest tack in the bulb. Who would you talk to?
The very first season, every girl he had slept with was killed. So yeah. So anyway, which is kind of appropriate because Christopher Maloney played in Oz, and he was a serial killer, and he killed everybody that he was ever in love with, and every gay guy said the same thing: I could change him.
Yeah,
just be another victim. But so anyway, and then finally, Terry Bellflower is being stalked by something we don't know what it is yet. He was in the military in the Middle East, and something happened to their group, his group that he was in, and there's something stalking them, and we don't know. Like I said, we don't know what it is. It's going to be fun to find out. Anyway, British Bake Off this week, they had Pastry Week, and it was a double elimination. It was ugly, double elimination. But the pastries, it's weird because we think pastries, you think pastry, and you think, like stuff you get at a donut shop, or cakes and that kind of pastries. Well, they're talking, like meat pies and that kind of grossness. So I don't know. Have you ever had a meat pie? And a chicken pot pie is not a meat pie.
Okay. I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, the meat pies are filled with meat and vegetable, but it's solid. So when you get it, it's just basically really flaky crust with some meat and potatoes and carrots inside. It's weird. And if it's done right, it's good, but sometimes it's not done right. Anyway,
Bedford Clinger.
Morning show over on Apple TV.
Oh yeah.
It's still a good show, except this season we've gone from, we were out of the pandemic because they're a little farther back than we are, but they were ahead of the pandemic, and then the last episode we watched was back during the pandemic. So it's just bouncing around a lot. And I like linear stories. I like one that follows an arc and finishes it and doesn't plop around. That's why I hate that damn The Last of Us or Just Us or whatever that HBO thing
Yes.
with the
Yeah.
zombie. Oh
Yeah.
God, stop it. Just tell me a story.
Mhm.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, first season of Witcher. Same thing.
Yeah, oh God, I want to tell oh, maybe I'll think of it. I wanted to mention there's a show on YouTube that you can watch. It's called The Elvira Show. And Timothy, if you have not seen this yet, you need to watch it. It's The Elvira Show, and it was the pilot that they made for CBS back in 1993, and it is actually fantastic. I mean, the writing is excellent. It's a little clunky because Cassandra Peterson was used to, or Elvira was used to doing her shtick, after say a couple funny lines and then move on. Well,
Uh-huh.
this one, she's doing sitcom comedy, and she does it really well, but it's a lot of it's her shtick. Well, anyway, you'll see. It's I've really enjoyed it, and it's a shame that instead of CBS, if they should have gone to Fox with it, or if streaming was around, she would definitely have gotten the series. Maybe it's not too late. Bring it back. It was so good. Let's see. Oh my God, I got so much. Mass Singer this week. It was Tyler Posey, and I'm not sure who that is.
Oh,
But
that's Parker Posey's brother.
oh, what is that? Okay, does he act?
No, he basically does like OnlyFans and
So he's like
yeah.
Frankie Grande,
But
celebrity by
better.
proxy.
Yeah, but better. Yeah.
Well, you think?
No,
Anyway,
no, I know.
okay.
Better.
Survivor, they got rid of Brando this week, which was nice because it's the first person that's not from the original team that just kept losing people and losing people and losing people. So finally, they broke that chain. So that was good. There's a new show on CBS that you have got to watch, Matt.
Okay.
It's called Raid the Cage, and
Raid.
it's Damon Wayans Jr.
Ooh,
and
I like him.
and it's and they have two teams, and they answer fun trivia questions, and then they get seconds inside the prize cage, and they have to get the prizes out and through the sliding glass doors before the time is up, or they lose their prizes. And on one of the shows, this guy pushes a car through the sliding glass doors and nearly hits the co-host who's waiting on the other side. She's out there going, yeah, oh God, there's a car coming, and she's like dodging from it. Very funny. But it's kind of, and I'm trying to remember, there was a show back when we were kids that was where you go and grab prizes, and all I keep thinking about was at the end of Wheel of Fortune when they used to have all the junk prizes out there.
Mhm.
I'll take the ceramic Dalmatian for $250. That was when it's like you got $250, you have to get the Dalmatian because you had to use all your money.
And how many sitcoms did we see that in too?
Yeah.
Dalmatian.
So anyway, Raid the Cage, CBS,
Okay.
or Paramount Plus. On the Golden Bachelor, coming up next week is Hometown Week. And there are only 3 going for Hometown Week, not the 4 that they normally have because it's only an hour show. And they just got rid of a couple of the women. It was really sad. Yeah, I think the hometowns are going to be really awkward and interesting. On Bachelor in Paradise, there's just not enough bitterness and ugliness going on there. What's wrong with these people? I mean, we almost had a poo baby, and that was it. But
That's boring.
Guess who Brendan's all warmed up against now? Rachel.
Oh yeah, you said something about that. Ew. No.
So, but they seem to like each other. So we'll see what happens there. 2 shows that have just come back for another season: The Gilded Age on Max or HBO.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the other one is American Horror Stories. They're both back. American Horror Stories is on Hulu.
Now, is stories different than story? Are
They are hour-long stories.
okay?
So not series. It's not a series. I mean, it's a series of vignettes. Let's call them vignettes. Goosebumps. Oh my God, they gave us 5 the first week, and then now they're giving us 1 a week. And it's like, I need to know how this ends. You force fed me 5 episodes, and then now you get 1. Now you get another.
I hate that.
It's terrible. Living for the Dead. That is the Hulu show about the paranormal people, the paranormal investigators, ghost hunters. It's either getting better or I'm getting numb to it. I'm not sure which one. But then it's an awful lot like Queer Eye, where it's all about the hosts and less about the actual haunting, or less about the person. I mean, you know what I mean. It's just, it's like I want them to stop grandstanding themselves and being cliche and stereotypic and fucking find ghosts.
Right.
You're ghost hunters. Okay. Yeah. Always Sunny in Philadelphia. We're in season 3 now, and these are just the worst people in the whole world. I mean, just terrible. They well, I told you about the dumpster baby last week, right?
Yeah.
Well, this week, the girl D, she's wondering why she hasn't been murdered by the serial killer, because the serial killer is only killing, good-looking young blonde girls, and they're going, oh, well, that's the reason that you're not killed. And she goes, what? And she goes, I'm blonde. And they go, well, yeah, you're blonde. What? I'm young and beautiful. Well, okay. Obviously, the 3 of us and the killer don't think so. Just they're horrible people. Horrible people. But it's worth checking out. Oh my God, I'm getting spam phone calls like mad.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a show on it's Peacock called Suburban Screams, and it looks like it's also a vignette kind of thing, hour-long scaries. Well, they're reenactments, scary reenactments, which I don't like. Well, we got to the house, and then they have an actor playing the person getting. I hate those.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I just saw a slew of Halloween movies and specials. And I'll just start off: Ghostbusters, Death Becomes Her, Hocus Pocus, Halloween Town 2, and that's only because I saw Halloween Town 1 last year. So I started on 2 this year. And then Halloween High, the Halloween cookie contest, which is it's so boring, but when you have headsets on, because I got this new set of headsets, these Beats headsets.
Oh yeah.
So I had them on, and the incidental music playing while they're making cookies is insane. It's like the guy's going, so I'm doing these cookies, and in the background you hear and you're going, what the fuck is that music? And it's, why is it there? And then they move to somebody else, and they're talking about, oh, I love my grandmother. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't wear headsets and watch this. It's one thing when you're watching the scaries and you can hear, you're gonna die. And then, which is creepy enough, but it's another thing when you just have weird incidental music. I also saw Practical Magic, and it's Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown.
Aww.
And then I did go see a movie at a theater. It's called San Francisco Cowboy, and it's a very, it's a very
It's a movie.
it was made very inexpensively.
Mm-hmm.
And what they really need is a better director, script, actors, makeup, cinematographer.
Oh, not too much.
Set design. Did I say editor? I think if I didn't, I'll say it twice. It's worth it. Yeah, there was some good acting, but that was it. what was fun was watching, when they were doing like street scenes in San Francisco where the characters are talking and walking together, and then all the people who were watching the cameraman trying to figure out what's going on. Who are they talking to? What's going on? They didn't say anything, but they kept looking at the camera, and it's like one person almost walked into the camera. That was hilarious. And I mean, it was a really, nice. I mean, it was a full length picture too. And they paid for it themselves, but it was that. Okay. And that's it for me this week.
Okay.
That's my week.
Oh, well, it was interesting. But we do have one mutual show, the Halloween Baking Championship. I did catch up on it last night. It was finally
What?
showing up for me. However, it did not show me the final episode of who won, but I
Okay.
what?
You were frozen. I'm still frozen. Oh, there I am.
Oh, your heart wasn't open. So sorry. Have to dispose of the wig because my hair just needs to breathe.
You didn't
Oh,
even notice my
I
haircut
would.
yesterday.
What's that?
I got a haircut for the party and you didn't even notice.
Oh, well, it looks fabulous.
I know, but you didn't notice.
Well, I was just so thrown and happy that everyone was there. I was just overcome. So sorry.
Well, I'm overcome too, but that's a different thing.
Yeah. Let's see. So I did finish it. It didn't I the final episode hasn't aired. Will air tonight, maybe. Okay. So I will say that wow, they have really upped the challenges. I was really surprised with some of the way that they were really, pushing them, and
Yeah.
I liked it. I mean, it's nice to see the home bakers and everything like that. But wow, they really did some incredible stuff this season. So I am glad that I was able to get back and
Well, and the costumes for the judges are still fantastic.
yes, although they keep putting little cutie in Zach in like these big encompassing things. I I don't know. Where's the shirtless? Bring it. What?
It's not going to be good shirtless.
He is good shirtless. He's a hog.
Okay.
He's very built. The little
Uh,
Napoleon. Anyway,
okay.
okay, so yesterday was my little birthday gathering over at Mr. Clint's house, and everybody that was all there, really, really appreciative of everything. However, I brought a little game. It was a game of 20 questions with 3 bonus questions that was, how well do you know Matthew? Well, everybody took their turns on it, and there was a very clear winner. Do you know who that
No,
was?
no. Clint knew more than I did.
No, he did not.
Okay.
No, girl, you were the winner.
I
You
know.
was like, and you were answering the right questions, like, the little ones like favorite color and all that stuff. You were the one that was like, you knew all that. Yeah, like the high school question and the underwear question and all that. You knew it and they didn't. So, girl, he's right on there.
Yeah, but I do want to say that I was, if there was a prize involved, I would have been more apt to press this, but it seemed like Matt has a tendency to like something this week and that's his favorite, and then next week he'll like something else that's his favorite. Because oh, my favorite cake is carrot cake. And when did that come into play? Because you rarely ever talk about carrot cake.
I've always loved carrot cake. My mom was a huge carrot cake fan, and for a long time I was just like, yeah, it's okay. And then I realized that yeah, actually that is my favorite. But before, when people would ask, I'd just say cake. If
Yeah,
it's cake, I'm gonna eat it.
That's what Brian's answer was. Cake.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, which cake? All cake. Are you kidding? It's Matthew. He was so mean. And the other one was your favorite food all of a sudden is pizza.
Yeah.
Pizza?
What do you think?
No, it was strips, chicken strips. Because you know
Yeah,
how
yeah.
you know what you have never said to me, hey, on your way over here, can you pick me up a pizza?
Well,
But boy,
that would be inappropriate.
oh, but pick me up chicken strips is fine.
Oh, hell yeah, because you do that in a drive-through. You can't get pizza in a drive-through.
Yeah, you can.
Where?
Domino's, you just go and pick it up, order it and pick it up on the way to your house.
Oh, it's weird. Anyway, I don't know. That to me, like, oh yeah, hey, can you pick me up a 30-buck pizza on the way? I don't know.
$30. I'm not paying that for your pizza.
That's what I mean. But like a $7 chicken strip or something. That's good. Although
$7.
fucker
$7
was
you're gonna get
17 bucks the last time I went.
$7 you're gonna get 2 chicken strips.
Uh-huh, exactly. But yes, I love both, but overall pizza is the winner.
Okay.
You knew Diet Coke?
Everyone knows Diet Coke. Nobody got
Everyone.
that
I don't
wrong.
think Clint did.
Yeah, he got it right.
Oh, did he? I
I'm
don't
pretty
know. I have the papers. I have all the papers. I can.
did you get Charlie's that he filled out his own?
Yeah. He wasn't the only one. Lawrence got halfway through the paper and realized that,
Oh
oh,
no,
this is about me.
he goes, wait, what Lawrence, I was sitting next to him, he goes, wait, what did they say? And I go, he goes, wait, what's this for? And I go, read the top of the paper. And he goes, oh, I've been doing this wrong. Yeah.
But see, for next time, that would actually be good.
Oh,
Questions,
and
questions
Jesus
about
Christ
that.
Superstar, your favorite musical. You know, how many times have I heard you sing stuff from Jesus Christ Superstar?
Well,
Never,
there's no way I can
never.
fucking sing that.
What do you mean?
I can't sing Jesus Christ Superstar. It's all in minor key.
Okay, move on.
Okay.
Move on. Now I'm just angry. Hocus
You're
Pocus
just mad because you
22.
didn't know me as well. No, but anyway, it is. All right, moving on. So I did also binge some Halloween this week, including Hocus Pocus and Hocus Pocus 2. And they're both fun, but Hocus Pocus 2 is so much better put together and everything.
Oh, wait. If I
Yeah.
remember, your review last year was, it was fine. I probably won't watch it again, but
Mm,
I'm still all about the first one.
yeah, well, you gotta it's kind of like how you have said before. I'll throw you back in your face. How sometimes you have to like wait a little bit and then you'll realize, that a movie or a show or something, the more you think about it, the more you realize it was good, or you did realize that it wasn't as good as you thought when you first walked out. That's kind of how it was. So yeah. So it was a better put together, but I imagine probably they had to sell it. So they probably really had to take their time to put it together. Whereas Hocus Pocus seems like, a really fun project, but 2 was probably better.
Well, and 20 years later, I imagine they had a better budget too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Especially with Disney behind it. Fuck yeah.
Disney was behind at the beginning.
Wasn't or was?
They both were made by
Yeah.
Disney.
What? The first Hocus Pocus was Disney too? I didn't realize that. Okay. Let's see. So I did watch Halloween Town and Halloween Town 2. Now this was your first time watching Halloween Town 2?
2, yes.
Okay. What do you think about it?
Well, it was better than Halloween Town 1 because, they had a bigger budget and it'd been a year.
Okay, so if you're not gonna
Oh,
seriously,
no. I mean, I liked it better because for me, they weren't focusing on how weird everybody was.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, that was still a point of it, but
Yeah,
it was less of the let's discover how weird the town is.
gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that took a long time, and it felt like they were patronizing the children by
Uh-huh.
doing it, and I wanted to get past that.
Cool. Yeah, I liked both of them, but I agree that two had more to it. But I'm not gonna watch Halloween High this time. I just remember not liking it.
Oh, see, I really enjoyed it.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a try again, but I just remember not really caring for it. But you
How's
did
Return
like
to
that
Halloween
the
Town?
what's that?
How's Return to Halloween Town? That's the only one I haven't seen.
Oh, actually, I don't remember. I thought that was two.
No.
Okay. So I don't know. I'll have to look that up because I don't remember watching that one.
I'll probably watch it tonight then.
Okay. And then I watched The House with the Clock in the Walls, and that's always fun. I have made that an annual watch, and I think Jack Black was really fun in it. Um, yeah, it's just a fun, nice little story. So, yeah. I watched Star Trek to Strange New Worlds, and it was the musical episode, and it was really fun and it was good, but I think that it left me feeling like they could have done better. The lyrics to some of the songs weren't as strong as I had kind of thought that caliber of show would have. And then also the cinematography for it, because it was basically like it was supposed to be almost like the anomaly was making them do things that they would like do if they were in musicals and admit their emotions and stuff like that.
Did you
And
say cinematography?
cinematography, probably. Anyway,
Hey,
okay,
I like
so
cinnamon.
listen,
I'm just
Nephi.
funny here.
So anyway, but the in musicals, especially when you're singing a song, you need to do something other than just sit there. I mean, maybe back in Judy's day, she could sit at a window and sing, I'll Be Home for Christmas or Have Yourself a Merry Christmas or whatever, but and it be just fine. But these days, you need some camera work. You need a little bit of something to make you not drift off while you're watching the show.
Well,
And
it's
there were a
Judy,
couple.
Judy
What?
could do it because she was
Presents?
singing some of the greatest songs ever written.
Hmm.
That's the difference.
And when you have a song where the lyrics are not as strong to make you pay
Sure.
attention, you need something to make you focus on it, not just have somebody sit there on a bed and sing for 2 minutes. And so I thought that was a little lacking. But other than that, it was a fun episode. Great. And the highlight of it though was when the Klingons, who are all Klingon everything, all of a sudden break into boy band music and falsettos. So fucking hilarious. Anyway, I watched Caroline in the City. I started watching that. You remember that from 1995 with Leah Thompson and all the hotties that were on it. Um, Such a good cast. Really blown away remembering how good of a cast it was. And right out of this, the start, it was a strong show. It could even with a technological update could still hold up today. So I'm enjoying that. And then I watched The New Normal, which you had been pushing me to watch. And I couldn't find it anywhere. So I actually found it on sale. I think I said this last time, but it's on Vudu for like $9. Um, and I'm like 6 episodes in and I'm totally into it. Totally into it. Love it. Love the cast. Very fun show. And the only other thing that I watched this week was I started watching Fellow Travelers, which is the Jonathan Bailey and Matt Bomer series on Amazon,
Sure.
where Showtime. Okay, I'm watching it through Amazon. So, or okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, wherever it is, I'm watching it. And episode one, it was at first the first 3 minutes. Okay, so this isn't spoilers because you learn this in the first 3 minutes. It's during the McCarthy era. Their closet cases, and it also starts in the 1980s Reagan era where one of the characters is dying of AIDS. So you know all this shit like right off the bat. So no spoilers to that. And then basically it jumped back and forth through time from the beginning of their relationship, blah blah blah, McCarthy. You know everything pretty much that's going to happen, except for the timeline of the relationship that follows in the next 8 episodes. So far, it's good. It's well filmed. The story is hard to watch because of the eras, but you still really love their interaction. There is some really good sex. There's armpit licking. There's shrimping. And there is some dominance and a really good hand job scene. And these aren't spoilers. These are incentives to watch. They are two beautiful men in a really good show. And their connection is so good. So anyway, I do recommend watching that. And that is that for me so far. I actually watched something other than like, you know, The Good Witch and nothing else. So, and I did it all for Tom, but he doesn't care.
I don't care.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Here is some advice. Ready for this one?
Yes, it's short.
A friend has a small dog. Though well-loved and generally well-behaved, he barks when anyone arrives, not stopping until someone gives him a treat. The hostess keeps treats by the door and hands them to guests on arrival. I gather many find this adorable. I don't. The dog hurts my ears.
Barking,
What?
barking hurts your ears, not the dog.
Okay. Moreover, because I worked to train my own troubled rescue dog, I know rewards reinforce behavior. In this case, barking at newcomers. I would never correct my friend, unlike some people. But I may politely demur and say, why, no, thank you, when the hostess insists I reward her dog for barking at me. She seems so disappointed in me when I refuse. What should I do?
How often does she go to this friend's house?
What's that?
How often does she go to the friend's house?
Mm.
Like every day? I mean, obviously, this poor woman has been so put upon with this constant barking in her sensitive ears, and that the only way to get the dog to stop barking is give it a treat, and you don't want to give it a treat. So you're a fucking sadist, you masochistic bitch. Get what you get. I don't care. If you don't like the dog barking and you don't want to give it a treat, you either hear the dog bark or you get the fuck out.
Right. I'm just saying, give her the fucking treat, let her shut up, or don't come over. It's the way it is. And I know because I have a little barker who responds to treats. So anyway, well, the answer Miss Manners had was, when offered a treat, put a little more graciousness into that. No, thank you. Then move to the next room for the next guest before your perplexed host is tempted to explain that the treat was not meant for you. Miss Manners, I think you fell down a little bit there, but whatever. Hey, Chubs, what, if anything, would make you walk out in the middle of a movie?
I've only done it a couple times. It can be a lot of things. It could just be the movie's just terrible and it's hard to sit through. It could be that I hate the story, what's happening or what they're doing. I mean, and that people go, oh, well, it all comes out at the end. I go, yeah, but I don't want to watch, somebody being tortured for an hour and a half to get them free. And then, oh, we're all relieved. But I had to watch somebody tortured. I mean, really tortured. I've walked out of one of those before. It could be, there could be a lot of things, but I normally don't. But I have, what did I just watch? We had something on here on the television, and we started watching the movie, and within 10-15 minutes we were both in the kitchen, and I said to Sean, oh, should I stop this and wait until we're done? And he goes, or you could just stop it. And I went, okay, good, let's stop that. It was just that, and so I mean, I don't go, it's hard to walk out on movies. Actually, I've walked out on more plays than I have movies.
Yeah.
Thank God for intermission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found out that you can't do that as a reviewer, because when I reviewed, there were several I wanted to walk out of, and I was told by the person I was with, you can't do that. You're reviewing.
Oh, I think you can.
Yeah.
I think it makes a grand statement.
Anyway, for me, it would be like animal torture. Something like
Yeah.
that. That'd make me walk out. And something like and a really bad, like there was this, oh my God, there was this awful what's his name? He was in Starship Troopers. I always forget his fucking name. The lead. Doesn't
Yeah, I
matter.
knew you'd be the blonde guy.
Yeah. Anyway, he did some thing that was like the end of the world, like they were trying to cause the nuclear war to end the world so that they could, I don't know, start something. Anyway, it was so bloody awful. And Heather and I sat through the whole thing. And when we left, we both said to each other that we were ready to leave about halfway through, but we both stayed because we thought the other person was into the film. It was awful.
Yeah, I mean, I've walked out a few well, actually Shakespeare pretty much will get me to walk out
Ugh,
because it's so boring. So
it's
boring.
hard. Yeah.
There's only been a couple Shakespeare's that I've been able to sit through. Richard III was one of them. That was fantastic. But boy, I'll tell you, others are just like it's torture.
Yeah, especially if they don't. Yeah, no, I get you. And then I would have walked out of Passion of the Christ. I fucking
Oh, I never saw it.
yeah. It's basically just an entire movie of him being tortured. It was awful. Anyway, okay, so hey Chubs, what's your love language?
What's your love language?
My love language, I actually have two. One is food, of course, because that's how I roll. But the other is just somebody letting you know that they're thinking of you. Like, when somebody's like drops off a little gift that they got at the store or something like a week ago, and they're like, I got this for you, and it's like something that's like, 35 cents or something, but they're just like, I don't know, I saw it and I was thinking of you. The little surprise thoughtfulness, not like, they have to because it's Christmas or something.
Mine is music.
Definitely cool.
Music really, I mean, it really plays with my moods. Most music, especially the stuff. Right now, I'm listening to, it's Boss Skaggs. That's a live concert that's on YouTube. It's his greatest hits, and this is when he was older, so it's a very intimate. There's probably 100 seats in the area that they're filming. I don't know if it's a theater or what it is, but about 100 people, and he's singing songs like Low Down and Harbor Lights, Love, Look What You've Done to Me, Heart of Mine. Oh my God. I couldn't get Heart of Mine out of my head for 2 days. But then Bad Romance I heard today, and now I can't get that out of my mind. So but and so that's, sometimes I'll just hear a song and it'll haunt me for days. And in a good way,
Right.
Not like I can't get that out of my head. This is different. I can't get out of my head because I love the song so much. Finally, I'll have to break down. And Breakdown, that's another one of Boss Skaggs. And I'll have to listen to and find out, yeah, why I'm haunted by it. Love, look what you've done to me. Remember that song?
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Oh God. Oh, now I've got to listen to it again. But it is on YouTube. So if you ever get it, if anybody's a big Boz Scaggs fan, it's his greatest hits. And it was funny because I kept getting these shorts where it was just one song. And then another one popped up, and I thought, it's all the same venue, so it's got to be a concert, right? And then I found the concert that somebody's been pilfering off the main concert and breaking them up into little songs and getting views that way. And it's like, okay, now I get to watch the whole show. And I usually watch 2 or 3 songs, and then something's coming up, but it's just lovely, and music does that for me.
Cool. Yeah, I totally understand that. I've said before that music has saved my life, especially when I was younger. And if you want to watch the Pink or the Madonna concerts that are new and are out there, they are on YouTube, and
Okay.
there's some great footage too. All right, what's in your lunchbox? Mr. Moose wrote in, as he does, and says, well, 2 things. First one, I love the amount of melted cheddar cheese on this burger,
Wait a
and
minute, wait, no, number
from the
one.
bottom.
That's number 4.
Yes, we're
Okay.
going up. Okay, and that is beautiful. Now, the pickle and the other stuff that may kill you there, but
Well,
the
the
meat,
pickle is on the side where a pickle should be.
yes, exactly. I agree. And we are having a few neighbors over for Halloween cocktails, wine and beer and one table, munchies and liquor on the next, meat and cheese, crackers, chocolate, shrimp, nuts, pickles, cookies, cheesecake. Hope everyone has a good time. They will.
And by the way, that's a comma in between chocolate and shrimp.
Chocolate and shrimp. That's right.
Yeah, not you go chocolate, shrimp, and it's like, I better correct that, because they're gonna think, okay, now he's doing that to be not you, but that he might have done that to be funny and actually dip shrimp into chocolate.
Oh,
I've been to a party before where they did gross things like that because it was Halloween.
no. Yeah, no, yeah. Well, thank you for clarifying, because
And
no,
look at that makeup.
costume is amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And then we have the table that is covered with all the fun yummies. That meat and cheese tray, I could just take that myself and just have all of that. You can have the shrimp and I'll have that. Beautiful. Now, what are those? Are those peppers? Or no, those are fresh tomatoes, little tomatoes.
No, those are peppers.
Really? All right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You just kind of bite them and eat them raw.
Yeah, that wouldn't necessarily be my thing. But
I know you're gonna put all the Lindor balls into your pocket though.
well, they'd melt in my pocket. I'd have to put them in my mouth and carry them home. Yeah. But
Yeah, I've heard that.
then beautiful drinks, beautiful software, or beautiful glassware there. Lots of different kinds of drinks. So thank you so much, Mr. Moose, for sending that in. And you look absolutely fabulous in your costume. So great job.
I know. I'm floored with the makeup. It's just fantastic.
Yep, it's beautiful. Okay, Golden Rule Services want you to know about an important tool in preventing you from contracting HIV. PrEP is a medication proven to be 99% effective in preventing HIV infection. To learn more about PrEP, visit sacgrs.org and find Tom's other podcast at swannerandjudd.com. Find my books at justkisstheguy.com. Find all our links at allmylinks.com/chubsgonewild. And of course, you can always give us a call at
408-69 Chubs.
perfect. Absolutely perfect. All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. We hope that you have an absolutely amazing Halloween. Thank you again for all the birthday love. And we will catch you next time. Bye.
A network of inclusion.
UnivazPods.net.
This show is part of the Pride 48 network.
This has been a For Fuck's Sake production.